Hi everyone, it's Michael from Primal Mike. Today I want to talk about insulin. So, as you may be aware, insulin is a hormone. It's released by pancreas to tell your body cells to uptake and store the sugar that's in your blood. When the blood sugar is under normal levels, the insulin level drops. At least that's what should happen in a body that is functional optimally. When it comes to diabetes 2 in particular, the body cells no longer respond as optimally. They're no longer as sensitive as they should be. Therefore, to store the blood glucose in a similar fashion as it would be under optimal conditions, your pancreas needs to produce more insulin because your body cells are no longer insulin sensitive. When that happens, your pancreas is being overdriven and needs to work harder in order to blood glucose to be stored in body cells as effectively as it should be. So I'm not a biologist, I'm not a scientist, I'm an engineer, so I like analogies. So imagine driving a car and you're driving at below the speed limit on a highway, maybe 50-60 miles per hour, on automatic transmission. Everything's fine, the engine is not being overdriven. But then imagine switching to manual transmission on a 5, 4, 3, and don't be, pedantic and try to say that, you cannot drive 50-60 miles on gear 2 or gear 1. But that's kind of the analogy I want to give. You can have normal blood sugar levels and be insulin resistant, which is pre-diabetes or diabetic state. If you're driving your car on a low gear but still below the speed limit on a highway, you will be fine. The cop is probably not going to stop you because you're driving below limit, but the engine is definitely feeling the pain and is being overdriven. It works harder than it needs to. So over time, the engine will eventually get damaged. That's what will happen to your body when your insulin is high for a prolonged amount of time. So it's very important to keep insulin at the normal serum levels. So when you do your blood work in a fasted state and your blood sugar level is in around normal range, that doesn't mean you don't have diabetes or pre-diabetes. It doesn't mean your insulin and pancreas is working at optimal levels. It may be working harder than it needs to. So when you get your blood sugar level checked, be sure to also check your insulin level. I think it's few dollars to add this to your blood panel. So those two needs to be checked in order to assess your diabetic state. Insulin is a precursor to diabetes. If you have overreactive pancreas and high insulin levels and normal blood sugar, that means you need to start working on bringing your insulin level down. One of the ways of doing so is to keep your carbohydrate intake low, or if you do decide to eat carbohydrates, do so once, or twice a day maximum. So you allow your insulin level to drop, and you can use the blood sugar effectively and allow the pancreas to relax, to rest. Just like we like to do. We don't like to work the whole day. We like to take naps. We like to take breaks, go to sleep. Similar with your body organs. So, to summarize, if you have correct blood sugar, that doesn't tell you anything about your diabetic state. So, test your blood sugar, your fasted insulin, talk to your professional, and take a correct course of actions, which, in my opinion, there are three. Lower carbohydrate consumption, or limit it to once or twice a day maximum. Do some HIIT training, high interval intensity training, so you can use up the blood sugar levels down, or use the glycogen in your body cells. Or, I think, in my opinion, is just go low carbohydrate diet in general. So you don't need to store or use glycogen as much in a given time period as you would be on a high carb diet. So, this is what I would like to share with you today. Let me know what you think, whether you agree or disagree. Again, I'm not a doctor or scientist. I'm only an engineer that is trying to learn some science, biology, human biology and physiology. So I'm open for criticisms, but let me know if you'd like to see more content of this type. Share to my channel, share the video, subscribe to my channel, and I will come up with more topics for weeks, months to come. I like to share the knowledge. So thank you guys for listening today. Enjoy the rest of the day. And the weekend, Father's Day, make sure to tell your dads in any way you can that you love them, and try to spend some time with them in any way possible. Thank you guys.